Welcome back. 8:12 the time. We got him. A second F-15 crew member shot down in Iran has been rescued in what President Trump describes as one of the most daring search and rescue missions in U.S. history. And as retired Marine Colonel Mark Hansen said, something only the United States could pull off. The downing of the fighter jet happened last Friday after it was hit over southwest Iran, forcing both a pilot and a crew member to eject.
Now, the pilot was recovered shortly thereafter, yet the crew member was missing, prompting a desperate search to prevent a possible prisoner of war situation if Iran found the airman first.
Chief Transportation Correspondent pilot May-Kay Baylor joining us to discuss what happens when a pilot initiates that last resort action to survive the ejection process and how that led to a dramatic U.S. rescue operation. May-Kay, what can you tell us about this?
So very violent. We'll get into that. So according to multiple reports, the missing crew member, a weapons officer identified as a colonel, spent more than 24 hours on his own, injured and hiding in the mountains with a handgun. The CIA played a crucial role in the rescue mission by tracking the airman in a mountain crevice where he remained invisible after climbing a 7,000-foot ridge to hide. U.S. Special Air Forces went in with heavy air cover. Reports say the CIA engaged in a deception campaign inside Iran, spreading false information that the airman had already been found and taken out of Iran, when in reality, the rescue was still underway. Well, the deception worked. The colonel was pulled out alive.
Hey, May-Kay, what does the ejection from a fighter jet exactly involve, and was the second crew member injured in that process?
We don't know for sure, but probably injured in the strike itself on the jet, and then most certainly in the ejection process because it's so violent. He had survived one of the most violent events the human body can endure. G-forces 12 to 20 times the force of gravity, imagine. Now, when the airman pulls the handles to initiate the ejection, the canopy is blown off. Small rockets or explosive charges launch the seat out of the cockpit. A larger rocket motor on the seat provides additional thrust to propel the pilot high enough for the parachute to function. Then small drogue chutes deploy to stabilize the seat to prevent it from tumbling violently. And as the seat descends to a safe altitude, the airman automatically separates from the seat and the main parachute opens. Here's the deal: the intense acceleration of the ejection process, designed to clear the aircraft safely, but can cause spinal compressions, broken ribs, spinal fracture, even temporary incapacitation. Typically, hospital stays and rehab are required after the service member is rescued.
That's incredible, just to think about all that your body goes through with that. So once pilots are on the ground, and especially this one, how do they survive?
So they have a survival vest on. If the seat lands close to them, there's additional survival gear in the seat. Plus, they have a tracker on them so that they can be found. And this is what I thought was interesting. They have a note in their pocket in several languages that's saying, I'm an American, I'm not here to hurt you. If you help me and get me back home or to the Air Force, there will be a reward for you.
Wow, I didn't know that.
I mean, it's just fascinating. Again, as Colonel Hansen was speaking with us about, 30 minutes ago, the scale of this operation to rescue this downed crew member, again, something only the United States can pull off, but I can't imagine being injured and then having to scale a mountain and then hide.
And being afraid for your life as well.
And I guess adrenaline.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I don't know, but something out of a movie, really.
Yeah.
And we have the greatest country in the world, and no person left behind, right?
100%.
No person left behind. So let's just hope the war ends soon.
Right,
yeah.
I think we all agree on that, May-Kay.
Thank you so much.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.